for joining us at 5 o'clock. I'm Brittany Hope. It's been a busy weather day. Let's go straight to a live look from Sonora right now on Washington Street North. Now, this road was really flooded earlier, but you can see a lot of that flooding has now cleared the roadways, which is a relief. A tornado warning was in place in Tuolumne County until 3:15, but there's now a flash flood warning in place for Sonora, Copperopolis, Jamestown, Tuolumne City, Twain Harte, Sulbyville, and Columbia. Viewers from Tuolumne County have sent us pictures and videos of the conditions from the ground. You can see all of that hail on the ground there. That one looks like it's at least a quarter big. A big thank you to Don Schermerhorn for images of the hail that just fell in Sonora. You can hear it, you can see it, a lot of it even filling the truck beds there. We're going to show you some more video as well. This is from viewer Jamie Tuggle. And again, in this parking lot, you can see all of the hail that is covering the road. Tracking the latest on these conditions for us is meteorologist Dirk Verdoren. Dirk, the past few hours have seen a lot of changes, but earlier, Tuolumne County really saw the brunt of this.
Yeah, there's been a lot of activity, but it's really been centered on the bullseye has been right there coming out of Stanislaus County into Calaveras and Tuolumne counties is where we've been seeing just a line of thunderstorms continue to pop up over and over again in this area. So that's going to be a big concern. So you can see stretching from Oakdale, which is at the tip of the triangle here, and as you go up towards Sonora and Groveland, you can see just lots of thunderstorm activity in this area of green that's showing up. This is where we have the flash flood warning that's been issued by the National Weather Service, and that's going to be up until about 6:15 just because of the heavy downpours that are still expected in that area on top of the rain and the hail that we've already received in this area. But let's go ahead and zoom in. Here we are as we make our way along Highway 108. Again, just outside of Oakdale, we have some light rain turning into a bit heavier rain, especially as you make your way past Chinese Camp. And there still is some hail, and we could see hail anywhere from pea-sized up to quarter-sized hail in these spots that show up in purple. We also have just these very heavy downpours. And again, when you have all that hail coming down and the rain coming down at a very rapid rate, that's when you get the flash flooding in those areas. And so this is going to be one of those areas of concern. Just a lot of water coming down in a brief amount of time. So now, right now, Sonora, you're catching a little bit of a break. The rain and thunderstorm activity shifting a little bit more to the south. You can see several lightning strikes there. And then kind of zooming up a little bit further and out a bit further here from Groveland along Highway 120 as we're still seeing some rain. And just look at all the lightning strikes as that flow continues up the west slope of the Sierra and heads into the mountains where we are seeing some snow. Snow levels are between 5,000 to 6,000 feet, and closer to 6,000 feet is what we're seeing. We can see that shower activity still popping up along the west slope of the Sierra between Highway 50 and I-80. We've had a few lightning strikes here and there, and again, getting some of that snow, most of that happening at or above, again, 6,000 feet is where we're seeing the snow. Bigger picture, things kind of winding down elsewhere in the valley, except for our hot spot there in Tuolumne County. Expect to have conditions that are going to break a little bit as far as the amount of rain. Then we see things pick up again as we make our way into Sunday. So rain totals, again, it's really been hit and miss, but look at these numbers. And the number that I have from Sonora, 8,300, so that happened in a very brief amount of time. So we're looking at from very heavy rainfall in a short period of time. Blue Canyon's had close to an inch, and Lake Tahoe has 0.8 inches so far over the past 24 hours. That's the latest here. Now back over to you.
Dirk, thank you. When that tornado warning went into effect in Tuolumne County this afternoon, we started seeing power outages pop up immediately. We're taking a live look now at PG&E's outage map. The areas shaded in yellow mean as many 500 people do not have power right now. And really the hot spots are in Sonora and Jamestown. We can tell you, though, just 20 minutes ago, almost 5,000 people were out of power right now. So it does look like there are some big improvements. Again, it looks like at this point, maybe around 1,000 people are still out of power. Right now, there's no estimated time for restoration for everyone in the Tuolumne County area. Continuing our weather coverage, there are new evacuation warnings for some in Modesto. The Stanislaus County Office of Emergency Services issued the warning late this afternoon for the Riverdale community as the Tuolumne River continues to rise. Mandatory evacuation orders are already in place for those living along River Road, and that started earlier in the week. KCRA 3's Michelle Bandur is live in Modesto now for us. Michelle, I know you've been out there all day. What are you seeing now?
Well, Brittany, we want to show you we are live in Riverdale Park, and there is flooding here. Take a look at the water behind me here in the park. The Tuolumne River overflowed into the park here, and authorities are warning residents it could go higher. Now, residents told me that just yesterday, back by the trees, is where the river is, and that's where the water was, and that all of this water has come over out of the banks into this park here right now. Now, some have left for evacuation shelters while other residents are waiting to see how high the river gets.
Yeah, it's coming up. You know, we only got like a foot, 2 foot before it breaks the edge.
Watching the Tuolumne River rise has become part of the daily routine at the Driftwood Mobile Home Park in Modesto.
2 days ago, you could see the bottom of the step, the bottom step. Yesterday, you could see like 5 steps. And today, now, you only got 3 here that are dry.
Jim Hober has his truck parked in place.
Well, I'm just getting my 5th wheel here
ready to hitch up his home and head out.
That water would come up onto that grass. If that water hits that grass, I'm out of here.
A crew with the United States Geological Survey is also keeping an eye on the river. They cabled across the river with their equipment to measure the river flow, current, and depth. Modesto firefighters are watching too, hoping residents heed the mandatory evacuation orders.
Kind of nervous, really nervous, especially when they came and knocked on our door saying, here's the warning papers.
Stanislaus Sheriff's deputies also made the rounds in the Riverdale neighborhood Saturday, warning folks they need to have a plan if the river crusts. There are several evacuation shelters staffed by the American Red Cross, serving those who leave their homes.
We're not that worried about packing up yet, no, but we gotta still keep an eye on the river just in case.
The Kodiak's ready to go.
Residents say they're ready, but first responders hope they don't wait too long to get out. The evacuation warning here in Riverdale affects about 1,000 people, and as you can see, folks here are just enjoying this park. They're enjoying the nice day that they have here, not quite ready to leave because it is just a warning. It is not mandatory. Now, the flood stage here, the Tuolumne River, is 55 feet, and the Stanislaus County Sheriff says that it hit about 52 feet today, and he said that with a heavy downpour, it really won't take long for the river to crest. And again, they're just warning residents that could happen, and they should be ready. Reporting live in Modesto, Michelle Bandor, KCRA 3 News.
Better to be safe than sorry, Michelle. Thank you so much for all that information. We now have a road closure to tell you about. State Route 20 is shut down right now from Hardin Flat Road to the South Fork Tuolumne Bridge. And this is why Caltrans says it's due to the road being partially washed away. Look at that. All of that dirt and snow has exposed it there. Again, these are some more photos of that roadway, giving you way better perspective here. Officials are working on repairs there right now, but there's no estimated time of reopening. That's a huge chunk of road that has totally been washed out. We want to give a big thank you to our viewers in San Joaquin County who sent us this video. This is in Escalon on Temple Creek Road. The water there is flowing quickly. You can see those floodwaters building up, reaching to almost the tops of some of those trees there. It looks like this must be some sort of field. California Highway Patrol is trying to get the message out to drivers to not go around road closure barriers. Many people are not listening. Officials sent us this picture of a car that crashed on Coral Hollow Road in San Joaquin County. Yeah, officials say the driver went around barriers, slid off the mud-covered road, and ran into that power pole. The CHP says crashes like this are 100% avoidable. Remember, if you see floodwaters, turn around, don't drown. All right, let's take a live look. Right now, emergency crews are working to restore power to customers across the state. Nearly 30,000 homes are without power across California. In our region, Monterey County on the Central Coast is seeing the biggest impact with over 17,000 outages. More than 1,100 customers are still without power for more than a week now after the snow took down power lines in the foothills and the Sierra. KCRA 3's Aaron Heft has the latest on the work being done there right now.
Rain falling, flowing through the now hardened snow, and tedious work ahead. Replacing power lines and poles after the weight of the region's recent snow tore trees from their roots.
You know, it's been exhausting.
There's got to be better communication.
Lisa and Dino Milano are just some of the many living without power in freezing temperatures. With tree trunks still scattered across their property, they walked us through the damage.
Yeah, and we're thankful for that.
And it wasn't the wind, it was the snow load on trees that aren't used to it.
The reality is they haven't had power since last month, the end of February. Their propane tank and humming generator, their only lifelines, but with a hefty price tag, $1,200 for a 2-week supply.
The biggest gripe is we saw no signs of life from the state or the county. And yeah, there were lines down, but surely there must be some communication with PG&E that those lines aren't live.
As we spoke, fiberglass poles drilled into the hillsides, replacing the old along their street. But still, so much work ahead. With massive downed trees still covering the hillsides, many of which took down power lines, PG&E crews and other crews still work to restore power to the residents here. In Nevada City, Erin Heft, KCRA 3 News.
Of course, you can track the cleanup efforts and any incoming rain or snow, hail too on our KCRA3 app. Use the interactive radar to see when weather is impacting your neighborhood and make sure you turn on your alerts.